Part 5. Exercise and Fitness Component. Involves stretching specific body parts for 5 to 10 minutes to prevent muscle discomfort and helps in maintaining body flexibility. A. Body cool down. B. Cool down stretching. C. Relaxation. D. Rest. B. Cool down stretching. The following are the benefits of cooling down except A. Improve muscle joint flexibility. B. Decrease cardiovascular problem. C. Decrease incidence of muscle joint injury. D. Develop cramps and stiffness. D. Develop cramp and stiffness. Which of the following is the activity that will develop cardiovascular endurance? A. Stationary bicycling or cycling. B. Continuous swimming. C. Rowing. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Which of the following is not included as one of the benefits of warm-ups? A. Increase range of motion. B. Increase risk of injury. C. Increase power output available from muscles. D. Increase energy available from aerobic metabolism at the start of the activity. Thus, less energy is derived from anaerobic sources, which produce lactic acid responsible for the onset of fatigue. B. Increase risk of injury. Which of the following phases are included in the fitness exercise program? A. Warm-up and cool-down exercise. B. Flexibility exercise. C. Strength and endurance exercise. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. It is the ability of the individual to quickly shift or change direction of the body from one point to another. It is a multi-faceted skill. It involves speed and coordination, which allow rapid control of movement as the change in the direction of the body occurs. A. Strength. B. Power. C. Agility. D. Flexibility. C. Agility. It is the ability to perform a task or move from one point to another in the shortest possible time. A. Speed. B. Strength. C. Power. D. Balance. A. Speed. It is the ability to perform one explosive muscular effort in a short period of time. A. Strength. B. Speed. C. Power. D. Coordination. C. Power. It is the ability of the individual to maintain equilibrium in relation to changes in body position. It can be categorized into static and dynamics. A. Balance. B. Flexibility. C. Coordination. D. Endurance. A. Balance. It is the harmonious working relationship between the skeletal muscles and nerves in one aspect of movement. A. Body composition. B. Coordination. C. Speed. D. Strength. B. Coordination. It is the ability to maintain equilibrium in a fixed position such as standing on one foot or on a balance beam. A. Balance. B. Dynamic balance. C. Static balance. D. Pose. C. Static balance. It is the ability to maintain one's equilibrium while the body is in motion. Walking on a balance beam is an example of this type. A. Balance. B. Dynamic balance. C. Static balance. D. Pose. D. Dynamic balance. It refers to the amount of time the body should be allowed to rest from fatigue before the next activity begins. A. Reversibility. B. Progression. C. Specificity. D. Recovery. D. Recovery. It refers to how long a specific activity or an exercise session will last. A. Intensity. B. Duration. C. Frequency. D. Time. B. Duration. The capacity of the heart, blood vessels, and lungs to adapt to physical exertion for a prolonged duration. A. Muscular endurance. B. Muscular strength. C. Flexibility. D. Cardiovascular endurance. D. Cardiovascular endurance. The following are disadvantages of isokinetic exercise except A. Use of equipment is very expensive. B. Research is still incomplete with regard to improvement of motor patterns. C. Use of equipment is not limited. D. All of the above. C. Use of equipment is not limited. The following are disadvantages of isotonic weight training exercise except A. The equipment is cumbersome. B. Exercise produces muscle soreness. C. Risk of injury is greater than isometric and isokinetic exercise. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. The following are disadvantages of isometric exercise except A. Strength gains occur only at the position held during muscle contraction and less at other joints. B. This type of exercise does not improve the cardiovascular endurance of an individual. C. It decreases the pressure in the chest cavity. D. Causing reduced blood flow to the heart, lungs, and brain. C. It decreases the pressure in the chest cavity. There are two basic approaches used to develop muscular strength through isotonic exercises. What are those? A. Calisthenic exercises and the use of the free weight. B. Isometric and isokinetic exercises. C. Concentric and eccentric. D. Abduction and adduction. A. Calisthenic exercises and the use of the free weight. Physical fitness components is divided into two parts, health-related and performance or skill-related component. Which of the following are included in skill-related fitness components? A. Cardiovascular endurance, balance, flexibility, power, speed. B. Flexibility, agility, body composition, coordination. C. Body composition, endurance, strength, power, flexibility. D. Coordination, agility, power, balance, speed. D. Coordination, agility, power, balance, speed.